Hello, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, we're gonna go over one of my favorite genres in anime, and like it really is one of my favorites. Like I thought my favorite was always isekai, but nah, I watched too much of this type, and I'm talking about slice of life anime. Now, slice of life anime are usually like the light-hearted anime that they do a lot of stuff with their friends and other people. It's not some of them can have action, but there's a lot of like stuff where it's not just like taking over and you just see what they do in their day-to-day lives type of thing. That's basically what slice of life is. Basically, So I'm gonna go over some of my favorites and ones I think everybody should watch. So this is another anime you should watch in a genre. So good anime, good slice of life anime you should watch. Yeah, without the way, let's get it poppin'. First one I'm talking about is Sound Euphoria. Now this anime has 27 episodes and it has movies, but two of the movies at the beginning are just like recap movies, so they're kind of meh. But the third movie you need to watch, and you need to watch the spin-off. I mean, it's not really a spin-off movie, it's just like in between, like it connects with the third movie. It's called Liz and the Bluebird. It connects with the third movie. Both of those are good. They basically are the season 3 that we should have for this show, basically. Now I'll go over this. Sound Euphoria is about this girl named Kumiko, and she just recently got out of this competition because she plays the uniform. And in middle school, like, she lost and all that. So then going into high school, she wants to start all over and like have a fresh start and not really worry about playing any instruments, or if she does play instruments, she doesn't want to play the uniform. But as fate has it, basically, hey, guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna get to play that. So she joins this club, she joins the band, eventually joins it. She also meets this girl that was sitting next to her in the middle school thing that was crying a lot, and asked her a question why she's not sad. And her name is Reina, that plays the trumpet, and she takes it really seriously. But as you watch this anime, it's good, and it has beautiful animation. The music's good. You get to see all the different conflicts, because trust me, there's gonna be a lot of conflicts with the band, especially with the upperclassmen, the middle ones, and the freshmen, because how people are and like how people can be talented, all that. This is like really good. It's one of them really good anime. It can make you emotional. It's a really good one, really good slice of life. Sound Euphoria is amazing. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. Now next one is Anahana, the flowers we saw that day. Now this has 12 episodes plus a movie. And whoo, this is a very sad anime, a very, very sad anime. So this is about this group of friends that have not been together in a long time, because like when they're little, their friend named Mimba, she died, and that split up the whole like group. Like everybody in the group like all split, and like this makes them just like all not be friends, and they each of them like grows up differently, and they all haven't connected since they are little kids. But Mimba, so you have Jin-chan, he's basically the main character. You have him one day because it's like during summer and he stopped going to class anyway. So you have him one day, Mimba just happens to appear to him, and she is basically like a metaphor, just like she wants all of them to get together, and it's basically that's why he starts seeing her. And as he starts doing stuff because he's with her, because he can see her, and they start doing stuff, it helps them get out the house and stop being stuck in the house. It helps the friend group get together. But trust me, it's really sad. It hits hard. It's one of them anime that actually made me cry a lot, especially the movie. Oh, the movie and the ending hit so hard, it's crazy. Now the next one, the Melancholy of Haruka Suzuka. Now this is a very interesting anime. It has 25 episodes plus a movie, and maybe in the future we might get another season because the light novel is coming back because the author's writing more. So this is a very, very, and I mean very interesting one, because it has one arc in it, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. It has one arc. So this follows this guy named Kion, and he's just like a normal high school student, and they just got into high school. And however, he comes to class and he hears all these stories about this girl named Haruka, whatever, how you say it, I forgot. Suzamiya. There you go, Haruka Suzamiya. And like he finds out all this stuff, but he finds out that she has like these supernatural powers and can do all this different type of stuff. And he finds out how crazy she can be and all that. But as he becomes friends with her and he becomes the one person that can actually talk to her, she starts having him do all this wacky stuff. So she makes the SOS brigade, and like that's their club, and she makes them club, and they like are quote unquote supposed to find all this supernatural stuff that she doesn't know about because she thinks in her mind. And you have characters like you have this one character, she always reads a book, and she was in the literature club, but then they turned that into the SOS Brigade. Her name's Yuki Nagato, and technically she's an alien, because you'll learn why. Mikuru Asinana, whatever, Asihina, whatever, however you say that, and she's supposed to be from the future. And you also have Kozumi, and he's supposed to be like a person with psychic powers, but as you watch the anime, they go on these wacky, crazy, like adventure type of things to try and like satisfy her, or if they don't satisfy her, stuff's gonna go down and like mess stuff up. That's really like how it does in the show, and so they always have to satisfy her. It's really good, but there's one arc that it kind of brings the show down because it wastes a lot of episodes. So you have this arc where basically, like, what is it, like 8 episodes or more? It repeats the same current events because they're stuck in the same events, and it's basically the same episode each time, and it's only a little bit different. It's technically skippable, but I watched it all. Like, it's a little bit of difference, but like it takes a minute. It really does take away from the show, but it's still good. The movie's really good. I really enjoyed the movie, but it's good. I'm gonna move on. Haruka. This has 25 episodes. Now, this is an anime I've talked about before. I think I put this on my Funimation one. I think I put this on Funimation. So Haruka. Now, this is about a guy named Hotaru, and because his sister like kept like annoying him and telling him to do stuff, he happens to join her old club, which is the classic club, like the classic literature type of club. He's joining that, and because she wants him to solve this mystery, and he gets into this investigation of like the 45-year-old mystery of like the surrounding the club and all that. So he has to figure that out along with other stuff. You also have his fellow club members like Satoshi. You have Ibura, and you have especially like the main character, like is Chikada, and like she's the one that's like always curious, like very, very curious. Chikada, she's very, very curious, and she's the one that like pushes him, because each episode she's like, I'm curious, so like her eyes get wide and all that, and like it adds like a lot to the show because it's funny every time she does that. But as you go out through the show, it's a really good slice of life, because like it has a little bit of like solving the mysteries around the club, that what happened, and you can see like him solve all this stuff whenever is curious. And like it's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's like 24, 25 episodes, somewhere around there, but it's really good. All right, now the next one is what I call like probably one of the hardest slice of life like anime, because I feel like it embodies what slice of life anime are. And I'm talking about Nana Binary. Now this has 24 episodes plus a movie, but season 3 is coming out in January, in winter. I don't know exactly it's January because you know how the winter season, but it's coming out winter 2021 season for anime. Now this is about it's super slice of life. So you follow this group of kids that live in this one like rural country town in Japan, and there's 6 of them that are in this small classroom, like it's super small. And as you go throughout, you have this girl that just moved there, so then she adds to the class. And as you watch anime, it shows like them do different stuff each day, like in this town, as they go to school, as they do stuff, as they play, and as they do other stuff, how they go to school, all of that. And like it's a super like calm, light-hearted anime. Like not much is gonna happen, but you're gonna see a lot of like fun. There's a little bit of comedy in it, and it's like different stuff they do, and like it really just embodies what a slice of life anime is. And that's why I really appreciate it, because like it embodies it so well. Like it's really good, and like it embodies it and just fits in. It's like it's one of them nice chill anime you can just watch if you want to watch something that's just nice and chill, and you're tired of just watching action or something with some crazy amount of story. It's just like a nice little light-hearted chill anime. It's really good, trust me, it is. I loved it when I watched it, because I watched it when I heard season 3 was coming out. When was that? Like I think that was either last year, I think, or earlier. I don't remember exactly what it was. I just heard season 3 was coming out, so I binge watched it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. I can't wait for season 3. And yes. All right, I went on a rant for no reason. All right, next one is Laid Back Camp. Now, Laid Back Camp is very interesting, mainly because this is another one I feel like embodies slice of life. Yeah, haha. Like it really embodies it, because like it's a super lighthearted anime. So you follow this girl like her name's like kind of like Nadeshiko Haruka. I don't know exactly how you say it, whatever. I don't really care. This is a girl with pink hair, and she's, what is it? They in either in a middle school, high school. I don't know exactly, but she wants to join a club. So she eventually joins the club, like what do they call, like the camp club, like the camping club. And like also she meets this girl named Rin, and that's how she gets like infatuated with wanting to camp. So she meets Rin, and then she wants to become like a good camper like Rin is, that she can go out with Rin and camp all the time. So she joins the club. She meets Io, and she meets Chika. She meets her, and they're also in the club, and they also go out. So you get to see them at different times explore the different areas of Japan. And like I like Japan's outdoors, and like it's pretty dope because you get to see like all the nature stuff in Japan, like all the different aspects and places you can go to camp. And like it's a really cool, lighthearted anime. Season 2 is coming out in January too. That's another one that's getting in winter. Also, it has about how many episodes does it have? And like it's really good. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the ones I enjoyed a lot. All right, the next one is Fufuka. Now this has 12 episodes. This is a oldie. I haven't watched this in I remember watching this back in the day. This is a real oldie. Now, this one, you have this guy named Yu. He just transferred, and like he really doesn't like talking to people. And like he's always on Twitter. And this has one of the funniest moments I've ever seen. Cause like there's a moment when he's on Twitter, and like his sisters are asking, like they're asking where he's been, what they say, and then they're like, oh, we saw your tweets on Twitter, and like it's hilarious. It's a funny meme. Just like it's one of them funny memes you can add to something. So like he's there, and then he meets this girl, and the girl's name is Fuka. He meets her, and then he starts to like her, and like he learns that she makes music. But there's also this girl that was his old friend that's like an idol now, that starts to like him, that like still had feelings for him. So he meets her again, and as you watch it, you're gonna see all the different stuff. It's a cool little dope anime. It only has 12 episodes. And you get to see there's a little bit of music aspects to it. There's a lot of comedy in it. Like it's a really cool little one. I really enjoyed it when I watched it. It's been a minute, but I enjoyed it. All right, the next one is Miss Kurobashi and Miss Kurobashi's Dragon Maid. So this follows Kurobashi, who is the main. She's basically the main character. But you have Toru and Kana, whatever, and they both come. You have Toru who comes first, and she's in love with Miss Kurobashi. She's in love with Kurobashi. And Toru always tries to get her to like her. She does a lot of wild stuff, like she'll cut her tail up. And I forgot to say this, they're dragons. Yes, they're dragons that turn into humans. There's a reason why she likes Kurobashi. There's a reason why, like you'll learn later in the show why. And then like Kana, she ends up coming because she's friends with Toru. She's like a little girl, and she's a dragon too. And she also has friends she also has like one friend that she meets in kindergarten, because the two dragons live with her. And they basically start to become a family, and there's other dragons that live there too. Yes, I know I'm going all over the place, but like it's a cool little anime. It really is a slice of life, because you just follow all the different girls as they do different. You get to see Kurobashi do all the different stuff that she does. Yes, that was all over the place, but yes, just know that's the main thing. She's a maid that's a dragon, and they do a lot of different stuff in each episode. It's short. It only has 12 episodes. No, I lied. 14. My bad. All right, now the next one is one of my all-time favorite. This would be my all-time favorite slice of life anime if there wasn't for the one that I have above this. Basically, if I never saw the one that was above this one would be my all-time favorite. Like they're like here, like they're super close, because like they're both really good. And I'm talking about A Place Further Than the Universe. This has 12 episodes now. Woo! When I tell you, amazing, beautiful animation. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sound Euphoria has beautiful animation too. Yeah, it does. And it really is like so good, and like I really enjoy watching it. Like this anime is amazing. So I'll tell you what this is about. So you follow 4 girls as they make their journey, because like each of them have a reason why they're going to eventually go to Antarctica. So you have Mari, who like she wants to do something in her youth. She feels like she's missing out and like not doing anything, so she wants to do something in her youth. And then you have Hinata, who she left school. She dropped out of school, so she really just wants to find something to like the makeup for why she dropped out of school, to make her feel better. And then you have Sarashi, who she is looking for her mom, because she hasn't coped with that. Her mom is probably dead. She hasn't coped with that. And then you have Suzuka, who she's a young upcoming actor that does little stuff, and she just really wants to make friends and do all this. So all the girls get together, and eventually because Mari meets Shirashi that wants to go to Antarctica and starts working with her. And then they meet Hinata, and then they meet Yuzuki because like she's the one that actually is able to go to Antarctica right now with the group. And as you get to go with them, you see them go on this big grand journey, and it's like it's really beautiful and amazing, and like it's funny. There's a lot of cool little funny things, and like it's a nice little journey. It's one of them fulfilling anime. It's one of them anime that have 12 episodes that's very fulfilling, and like you just feel like at the end of the series you're just like, wow, this was beautiful. This was like really amazing. That's one of these type of anime. Like it's really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I was just like, whew, when I finally watched it because I loved it. Loved every minute of it, every second. This anime is really amazing. You should really check it out. So I have 2 more anime I want to talk about. So first I want to talk about the second to last one I want to talk about is Violet Evergarden. This has 13 episodes plus a movie. Now this is a very amazing anime. This is a Netflix exclusive, but hey, Funimation did just recently put it out on Blu-ray. Hey, I was thinking about getting them, but then I was like, I don't know if I need them right now, maybe in the future. But okay, so this anime follows this girl named Violet, who she's always been in the army, but just know because like she was basically an orphan, and they put orphans in the army, and like she basically was raised by this one general who, spoiler alert, something happens to him. You can figure it out in the show. So she gets injured and loses her arm, so she gets these robot arms, so she can't be in the army no more. So she has to get adjusted to not living in the army and being a normal person. So she becomes this memory doll, and there are people that type these letters to people with emotion. They're the letters you send off to people that tell them how you feel, like if a loved one's gone, any type of letter. And through the show, at first she doesn't know how to do it because she can't really display her emotions well, because like she basically thinks as a robot and doesn't understand stuff all the way. But as the show goes on, she gets better and better at writing, and like her writing becomes really, really good, and it makes a lot of people cry, have different joys. There's one scene in this anime is like one of the saddest things ever. It's where this mom, like, she knows that she's dying, and she has Violet write her daughter for every major birthday. She has write a letter to her daughter, and like each time the letter gets mailed out to her daughter, and like it was very, very sad, like very sad. This anime is sad. It'll make you sad, happy. It's a really good. The animation is beautiful. There's so much good animation in this, and like you can't make this is one they were in their bag when they made this one. This is like on this list. There's 3 anime that are like animation are amazing. You see, they're all slice of life, and I'm talking about Violet Evergarden, Sound Euphoria, in a place farther than the universe. Like all 3 of those have crispy ones, but I think Violet like outdoes all of them because this one is very beautiful and amazing. Like I really enjoy it. You guys are with it too. All right, last one. Now, if you know me, and if you've been with the channel for long enough, you know I've talked about this anime a few times because it's an anime I really enjoy, and I eventually need to do why you should watch this anime or something like that eventually, but I'm talking about K-On! If you know me, Fufu Time! Oh, if you know me. This is one of my favorite anime of all time. This has 41 episodes plus a movie, and this, in my opinion, has one of the greatest anime endings ever. Like, for an anime that concludes, like, this is one of the most fulfilling, it has one of the most fulfilling endings, and it ends amazingly where it does not need anything else, like, at all. Like, there's stuff I can be like, yeah, that'd be cool to see, but like it doesn't at all. Like it ends so fulfilling that it made me cry because like the final episode hits so hard. Plus the movie hits different too, and I'm just like, it's so amazing. All right, let's get this popping. So this anime is about the Light Music Club, which like I think that means K-On! In Japanese, the Light Music Club. So you follow 5 girls, technically 4 girls at first, but then somebody else joins. So you follow Yui, Mio, Mugi, Risku, and Azuna. So Yui is this girl. She just got to high school and she wants to join a club eventually. Everybody's asking what club she joins. She's not sure. But you have Risku and Mio who are already in a club. They're already in the light music club. But you have, somehow they get Mugi to come to the group, and they convince Mugi to come, and like Mugi's a funny character. Mugi's like one of the funniest characters in the whole show, bruh. Mugi be doing so much funny stuff. They convince her to go, and then Yui ends up going on a trial to see them, and then she ends up joining. She ends up playing the guitar and liking it. But this is what they do, bruh. Listen to this. What they do is they sometimes practice, but most of the time they're in their club eating snacks. And like it's funny because like they barely practice, but then they'll go on stage and kill it and make bangers like Fufu Time and a lot of, just know And then Azuna, she sees them when they're performing Fufu Time at the culture festival. So then when she comes into high school, she wants to join their club, but she thinks that they're going to be, she gets mad at them because they're not working hard enough, but then eventually she gets accustomed to how they are, and like she really enjoys being there. It's a really good anime. The side characters are amazing. All the characters amazing. Like, it's like, now when I tell you the pinnacle of slice of life, this really is. I know I said non-binary is like, but non-binary is what you think slice of life is, but this is just like, just makes one of the craziest light, like, it's amazing, bro. Like, I love this anime. I said it before, it changed my life because it was one of them amazing anime. Like, it's really good. Like, it's super good. I'm on another, pretty soon I'm about to be on the Great K-On! Rewatch, because I watched K-On! Earlier this year, and I'm about to watch it again because I own it on Blu-ray now. That's how good it was, because I really enjoyed this anime. Like, I love it. It's like one of the best anime I've ever watched in my whole life. That's how good it is. And yes, this is my list. I know I let this video go on for so long, but I hope you guys check out some of these slice of life anime, because they're really good. Slice of life is my favorite genre because there's so many good anime that's in it. And I've never seen, I mean, in my opinion, I've never seen a bad one. Like, they all hit different, like, and they also have some of the greatest anime of all time, in my opinion, because a lot of them bang. So you should, if you've never watched any type of genre of slice of life, tell me in the comments. You should watch it now, because trust me, there's different genres of anime, and this, in my opinion, is one of the best genres. And you should let me know what genre you like. If you're gonna watch any of these, if you've watched any of these at all, leave a comment. If you made it this far, remember, you should like the video. You can dislike if you didn't like. You should subscribe if you really made it this far. Check out some of my other videos, because I got a lot of nice videos. I know sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But hey, we moving on. Thank you, everybody that's been coming to the channel supporting me. I really appreciate it. You guys have made my life better. You've made my channel better. You made me happier. I really appreciate all y'all that have stuck around and just been watching my videos and sticking with me and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate all of y'all. Thank you again for watching. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around, watching my videos, and being a part of my channel. Yes, thank you again, and thank you. Yes, I'll see you in the next video. And side note, I have another watch video on a streaming service coming soon. It's going to be Amazon Prime. It's probably going to come out this week. Yeah, so if y'all ready for one of those, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, but okay, I'm going this time. Bye.